Hello, wealthy family. This is Chanel, Ascending Infinite Goddess, and welcome to today's Mindset Monday. I'm here with your beautiful dose of love, light, and liberty, right? That's been the tag from Spirit lately, right? Just feeling the love in the air, feeling the light in the air. Like the static shocks have been on 100. Okay, it started really when I was in Denver. Everything we touched was so charged up. We freaking used the key card one day to open the hotel door, and it freaking set off a static shock and fried the key card. We had to go get another one. Like, it's just been so much static build. And then ever since I've come back, right, the last couple weeks, yeah, the air has been drier, it's been cooler, yada, yada, yada. But no, it's just been really, really charged up, really, really revved up. I don't know if you all have felt it in the air, but it is so much. They were coming down, my son was coming down the slide at the playground, and he got shocked like twice. He was like, oh, right, the little girl, they were throwing stuff down the slide. The little girl that's sliding with him, throwing stuff down the slide to see if they got shocked right first. And I'm like, poor things, you don't know, that rock is not gonna feel it. But anyway, yeah, love, light, and liberty, right? Feeling liberated, feeling the libations, right? Feeling the libations being given to us from Spirit. We don't only give libations to our ancestors, we also are given libations as well. But yeah, today's Mindset Monday, I want to talk about stress, right? How do you handle stress? Because you know, there's a lot of stressors in everything you do, everyday life. You eat food, it can cause you stress. You drink certain drinks, it can cause you stress. You deal with family, it causes you stress. You go to work, you're stressed out. You miss a deadline, you're stressed out. You're trying to pay these bills, you're stressed out. There's stressors every way you turn, right? And that's not by mistake. It's not by coincidence. It's not by happenstance. Like, it's by design, right? It's designed, right? The way this world is, it's designed to make you feel a lot of stress, right? Because when you are stressed, when your body perceives stress, right? Your body, stress is caused by pressure, right? When you feel in pressure, right? Sometimes when I'm talking to my friends, family, whatever, they say something, I'm like, ooh, that's pressure. Ooh, that is pressure, okay? When you feel pressure, it causes you to have a response, right? Your mind sends a signal and is like, oh shit, right? There's a problem, alert, alert, alert. And it sends chemical reactions, which releases adrenaline, right? If you gotta run, right? Or if you're gonna have to fight it out, either way, you're gonna need the adrenaline. The cortisol, it releases the fatty substances, right? And if you're constantly in a state of that stress, of the stressor, of the pressure, that constantly can have you to have high blood pressure and other things of that nature, right? Pressure is the coinciding term, right? It's the common element in these stressors. So how do you relieve these stress, or how do you even prevent stress, right? Because there's I was watching Brother Rich, right? Radiohead Rich is what he calls himself now. But I was watching his interview with Professor Smalls, and Professor Griff. And he was like, Griff, how you look so young, right? You're in your 70s, like how you do that? And Griff was like, other than the kitchen being my hospital, right, being my pharmacy, I live a stress-free life. Right? I don't let things stress me out. So how do you prevent stress? Because if it's everywhere you turn, paying your bills, dealing with your children, dealing with your parents, dealing with your friends, dealing with your boss, dealing with your association, your community, whatever, how do you handle these things so that you don't get stressed out and not in a constant state of flight or fight, right? First things first. Allow yourself to know that everything is falling in place and happening to you, because that is the regime of things. That's how it should be. Everything is happening for you as it should be. Okay? Even if money is tight and it's happening to you, you're experiencing money being tight because that's how it should be. And listen, I've been there. Not too long ago, my husband and I were looking at each other like, how we gonna do it? Okay, how we gonna do it? We have a freaking 10K lifestyle, and we bringing in 2K a month. What the hell's going on, right? Not too long ago, right? But instead of allowing you to stress out, be like, okay, everything is happening as it should be. Why am I experiencing this thing, right? Take the power away. Pressure only happens when you have power that can be built up and compounded. So when you decide, I'm no longer going to allow this thing to have power in my life, it's happening because of this, because of the series of decisions that I made, right? These are the responses or the consequences based off of those decisions that I made, based off the things that I decided to continue in, right? Because your life is just a continuation of the decisions that you made. That's why it's important to persist when you're trying to bring certain things in. It's important for you to persist and push through whatever it is whatever obstacle may come against you. Because if you decide to stop and just say, okay, fine, and give in, oh, it's not happening for me now, the momentum of the other thing, the opposite of what it is that you want, is going to catch right back up, right? The momentum already has speed, right? So take the power away from the stressor. Money is a means to an end. It is not the end all be all. Stop giving money so much power over you, right? Yes, we need it to live, right? Without money, you won't be able to eat. You won't be able to have electricity. You won't be able to live a comfortable life without it, but it is not the end all be all. If you allow yourself to know, I am a dynamic creator, the universe knows everything that I need, and you start affirming different things over your life instead of the pressures or the stressors, wondering, how am I going to pay this month's light bill, or damn, I just got paid, but I got to pay my car note and my car insurance and my mortgage and my this and my that. Instead of being stressed about it, be grateful for it, right? I'm grateful, right? I decided to live in a space where I have to pay my light bill. I know I have to pay my light bill. And if I know I have to pay my light bill, the universe knows I have to pay my light bill. So I'm going to make decisions that's going to allow this money to come in for me to pay my light bill. And I'm grateful that it is always coming in. Even if after I pay my light bill, I don't have enough left over to go play with or do whatever it is that I want to do, right? Showing gratitude for having this thing. You're taking the power away, right? And that's for anything. Your relationship is not where you want it to be. Instead of stressing out and be like, my relationship is shit and it's not going the way I want it to go, just be like, you know what? I am grateful and I'm thankful that my partner is telling me this, is giving me the opportunity to make a decision based off this, right? Whether or not I want to stay or whether or not I want to go. You take the power away. Thereby, it relieves the stress. It relieves the pressure, right? When I was in an abusive relationship, I was making the decision to stay there because I felt I couldn't do better. I believed that I couldn't do it on my own. So when I made the decision that I can do better on my own, and even though it was rough at first, right, I was living in a home that was getting foreclosed on, I was like, whatever, right? It wasn't my home. I was renting from somebody that was getting their home foreclosed on, right? That happened to be a relative of my ex-husband. And I was like, whatever, this is what I have to do. This is what I have to do is better than the alternative, right? That's what I felt at the time. But I took away the power, right? And I allowed myself not to be stressed out about it, okay? That is the number one thing. That's why I want to make sure that you understand. If you take away the power, you take away the pressure, you will no longer have the stressor, okay? The next step on how to alleviate stress, start looking at the solution. Be solution oriented, right? So you're grateful for the thing, you're taking away the power. Now you want to focus on the solution. How do I handle this? This relationship I have tried for so long and it's not working out. You know what? I'm going to do something different. Because at the end of the day, I do love this person. I enjoy this person. I want to be with them. So I'm going to try something different and see if they give me a different response. Or, you know what, I tried my darndest, whatever, 20 years down the drain, who gives a fuck, right? Keep it pushing. But look at the solution, all right? I need to pay my light bill, and I seem to be coming up short in some way. So every check, I'm gonna take X amount of dollars and put it towards, I'm gonna pay it on it right there, right? I'm gonna tackle this problem a little bit at a time, right? The proverbial, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Break it down into little things, okay? And then lastly, the third thing, how you can alleviate stress so you don't have as much pressure in your life, is start letting go, or normalize letting go the little minute things that you don't have control of. Recognizing that you are all powerful, but you can choose what you want to put your power towards. You don't have to take control over everything. It's okay to relinquish certain things and be like, you know what, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to sit here and haggle with this. I'm not going to fight over this. I'm just going to let it go, and it's going to be okay, right? It doesn't make you weak. It doesn't make you a simp. It doesn't make you any less than if you decide, okay, I'm not going to put my power towards this thing anymore, right? I have pressure on the job because my coworkers are idiots and my supervisor always looks at me, but I'm not the supervisor, they are. I'm not going to sit here and keep letting them use me as a doormat. I'm going to choose to use my power to do what it is that I need to do to get through the day and keep it moving, right? In a delightful way, right? I recognize that I have money coming in short every month. So I'm going to start letting go of some of the things that I don't really need. I have power over what I put my money towards. And if that means that I no longer can have a vehicle because it's draining a lot of my resources, boom, that's it. If that means I need to rent out a room in my house so I can make my mortgage, boom, that's what it'll be, right? Whatever the case may be, right? You relinquish, you let go of the things that you don't need to put your power towards, and you focus on the things that you do. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I intend that makes sense, and it hits everybody in their hearts, right? And you're receiving it in the way in which I am delivering it. I love you all. Yeah, that's that. Friday, I'm gonna do a Q&A. I don't know if I'm gonna put it up Friday or Saturday, because Friday is my anniversary. My husband and I's 10-year wedding anniversary, even though we've been together forever. But it's our 10-year wedding anniversary, and I'm doing a Ask Me Anything couples edition. So you all can leave your questions below, or you can email them. I already have a couple of submissions, so we'll be kicking off that segment, or that special video. But yeah, that is that. Purchase your Catapult, your energy tickets, right? Tickets are going. People are responding. I love that. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love. Peace.